everything's been working out pretty well this year until this car got towed in my neighborhood. And as you can see, my front lip is pretty much messed up. Now if I zoom in, so as we get a little closer, you can see that the bumper's okay. I actually PPF'd that, never really PPF'd this one here. And you can see just little chips. This part's fine, except till you get to the middle here. You can see a little bubbling here. And so you can see that coming off. Bottom of this section, pretty banged up as far as the lip is concerned. And same goes on this kind of right side. And then at the very end there, a little nick at the side. So I'm pretty sad about this, but at the same time, you know, this lip never really fit that perfectly. It was kind of an aftermarket eBay front lip that I had painted. And what you can see there is just like, you know, little things here and there. There's always this gap here. I kind of try to fill it with some rubber, but it never really looked that good. So even though I wanted to use this a little longer than about, I think I had this for about, let's see, probably 8 months now in this painted form. But it's time for it to go. So I pretty much pulled off the bumper, as you just guys saw. I actually haven't taken this off since I got the car painted. And so it's been quite some time. You can see here I have the Mishimoto radiator. Recently replaced the air box to just go OEM again with the spoon. And just the Mugen bar. And then everything else has been really functional improvements. The QD shifter bushing, selector springs. If you could see in there, you can see that little purple. Those are the shifter bushings. And then I just had to do a lot of work around motor mounts. We have some Hawsport motor mounts now. Replace the bolts for the power steering pump since they were broken. So all in all, we've had a pretty solid drive with the car so far. No more check engine lights that I had last year. If you remember, I changed out the catalytic converter, the whole exhaust system with the Spoon N1, and all the O2 sensors. And then I also recently changed the PCV valve. I deleted the air idle assist sensor or adapter. And so everything is starting to come together. Cooling system, all new hoses, from the back heater hoses to the side throttle body hoses. And then we have some silicone upper and lower radiator hoses from Mishimoto as well. And so besides being a little dusty, this car has been coming together quite well. This one is kind of banged up, but we have new lip that I'm going to throw on. So we have the bumper all cleaned up off the car, and right over here, this is going to be the new lip. It's from Greddy. And so I got a Greddy lip. It's pretty cheap, but it's also pretty authentic. So really happy to get something that's not going to break the bank too much. But this is it, and let me take it out so you guys can see. Get a little paper here. But this is for the DC5, part number 17050071. It's the Gracer Aero style Greddy lip for the DC5. And so what I've been looking at is just different lips that I could get that's a little bit more OEM, or even, you know, made by a known manufacturer that has Probably got a guarantee that it fits a lot better because, as you can see from my old one, one, it's chipped, but also like I got an eBay one, so it just never fit good. So I was thinking about Cybon and the carbon fiber Type R lip that they have, and that would be nice since I don't have to paint it, but it's pretty expensive. But this one here, you know, it comes with hardware, and this is what the lip looks like from this instruction. So we have two self-tapping screws for the sides, and they're also saying that we would kind of actually bolt up the bottom, or the middle section here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the real lip. I've cut out the tape, and let's pull it out. It comes in this big box, and what's nice is they don't fold it, because when I had my other eBay lip, they fold these lips. And so this is what it is. It looks pretty good. The plastic doesn't look like matte or cheap plastic. It actually has a nice kind of look to it. I might actually not have to paint it, but what I'm going to do is just try it on with it and then run it for a few months, and then if I want to paint it, I'll just take it off and bring it to a shop and have them do it. So that's kind of what this is. So again, the Greddy Gracer Aero lip. So it has these kind of air ducts that's supposed to actually make it a little bit more aerodynamic, and it'll protect a lot of the bumper. So the lip, so far, after inspecting it, looks really good. I'll probably like ceramic coat it later. I put a little tiny quick ceramic kind of speed wash on it from like Griots. It's not really real ceramic coating, but it'll give it a nice shimmer for now, and hopefully protect it a little bit until I get more product. But let's take a look at this one. What I'm noticing about this one already is we don't actually have to do any tapping of the bumper. It looks like these clips just fit in the existing kind of OEM lip, and then we have two bolts on the side here, and on there, and then pretty much we'll stick this within the existing lip, these rivets, and then here we'll just use the existing screws, and what it's saying here is we're just going to screw it into the bottom, and then we just mount the lip like we would normally do. So this is great. The Greddy fitment looks really good. I'm really happy with what it is. So yeah, this is cool. Makes it a lot more easier than I thought it was gonna have to be. I thought I was gonna have to drill through, but with this Greddy Gracer lip, it's just gonna fit right on the existing OEM bumper. So we're pretty much ready to install the lip. I'm gonna go grab the Greddy lip now. I put those little bumper guards underneath it, and we're gonna bring it right over. So one thing that's really nice about it, as I mentioned earlier, is it looks like it's a direct fit to the OEM bumper. And the OEM bumper has these grooves underneath it, as you can see here, these little inserts for an existing smaller lip. And so it looks like we're gonna be able to use those. And then these two little screws in the center have holes right here, as you can see there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slide it on just to see what everything looks like, and hopefully it fits pretty well. So the fitment is pretty good. If you take a closer look, you just need to make sure you slide it underneath these little blue tabs from the bumper that's painted. And then there's two bolts here, it lines up perfect. And these little clips all go right in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the two main bolts in, and then we're gonna work on the side. So once everything is in, we're just gonna go ahead and put these two screws in. These are two 10 millimeters. So this is the last part of the install, which is just matching the corners Just make sure everything is in terms of the little inserts, and then we're just going to slide this part on top, and it looks like it does match the holes. So I have these larger screws with some washers, so we're going to put that right up front. And that is pretty much secure. Let's go ahead and go on the other side and do that one too. So right over here we have the last section, same deal. We're gonna put some screws within it. Looks like there were several screws drilled here, but we'll let and use the metal guides. This is the last set. We're gonna use a smaller screw. These are the ones given by Greddy. So if it's not coming out, we're okay. And let's just flip the bumper. So right here is the Greddy Gracer Aero kit. It's the black lip kit on the bumper. Perfect fitment. All we need to do is put the bumper back on the car and we'll be good to go. But just wanted to show you guys what this looks like. Final product. All right, this is the big reveal of what it looks like with it on the car. And there it is. So there is the, let me move the box out of the way. There is the Greddy Gracer Aero kit on the RSX. You can see that there's little two kind of air dams right here. And instead of going forward and cutting through, it actually has a nice cut down here. It looks pretty good in black. You know, I was thinking about getting it painted, but I might run with this for a little bit. It looks a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, looks more aggressive. I think it's sitting a little bit lower too, just because the Type R lip sits a little bit higher. But that's what it is. That's the Greddy Aero lip kit. This is the old Type R one. Just wanted to show you guys what that looks like. It's a little damaged on the paint now, so I'm just gonna put it and store it, and maybe I'll use it in the future once I get it repaired. But for now, I'll be running this kind of Greddy kit, so looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Turned out a lot smoother to install than I thought. And from the angles, it looks pretty good. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this content and you like kind of what I'm doing with the RSX, please like and subscribe to this video and my channel, and more to come.